Isaac Templeton, and today, for Sociology of Sport class for my interview, I will be doing an interview with a young man. Um, I have the pleasure to introduce Ray Hunt. He was born in 1965, born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Ray went on to O'Fallon Tech, which later became Gateway Tech High School. Ray earned a basketball scholarship to Burlington Community College in New Jersey. Ray was a Lance Corporal in the United States Marine Corps, and he later went on to play semi-pro basketball in Germany. I introduce Ray Hunt. Ray, how you doing today?
Pretty good, thank you.
All right, appreciate you giving me time to do this interview. Just got a few questions I'd like to ask you. Question number one is, why are you physically active?
Stay in shape to be healthier and live longer. Less aches and pains since you're the aging process.
Okay. When did you start an exercise regimen or exercise routine?
About 2 years ago, I got serious with it because I started having arthritis and aches and pains from previous knee surgery.
Okay. What does your exercise regimen consist of?
Well, I have learned to enjoy walking on the treadmills and lifting little weights, and every now and then playing basketball with the neighborhood kids.
Okay. How has being physically active changed or affect your life?
Well, I have lost weight. My knees feel better, and I'm not out of breath climbing steps.
Okay. Has your exercise regimen changed since you've gotten older?
Yes, especially when playing sports. When I used to play basketball, I can run and play all day, every day. Now I can just play once or twice a week just to stay in shape and get my sweat in, get a good workout in. But I don't play as much as I used to.
Okay. How often would you say you exercise?
At least 3 times a week.
3 times a week? About every
Monday, just I go Monday, Wednesdays, and sometimes Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Now, when you do exercise 3 times a week, do you have a set routine that you do, or do you switch it up?
I start off on the treadmill for an hour, and then a little weights, some curls and some bench, and then of course sit-ups.
Okay.
Crunches.
Do you have a set amount of set and reps that you normally do?
Well, I try to do 3 sets, and I had to learn to use less weight so you can prevent injuries.
Okay. Do you go less weight and higher reps to keep muscle mass?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel more physically fit now when you were younger or when you were older? Now that you've gotten older?
When I was younger, but I took it for granted.
Okay.
Now you're older, you got to work at it.
So you appreciate it more?
Right.
Okay. Are you still around the same weight range as you was when you was in high school or when you were younger?
No, I'm at 235 now. My normal weight was when I was in high school, when I was playing college ball, was 190.
Okay.
So over the years, I've been putting up some weight.
But have you lost weight since you started exercising regularly?
Right, I was at 255.
Okay.
So I have lost.
Okay. Have you had any injuries that has affected your exercise regimen?
Well, I had reconstructive knee surgery years ago, and that slowed down. That's why I can appreciate the treadmill now.
Mm-hmm.
And I pace myself more. When I was young, I used to just go.
Do you feel like you've recovered completely from your knee surgery, or do you still feel any ill effects from it?
Well, like when I was up to 255, I felt the weight, and we call it arthritis when it was just losing weight. You're taking the weight off your knees and the pressure off your knees. And I can't do the things I was doing in my 20s or in my 30s before I had knee surgery. But I learned to appreciate Epsom salt on a good soap on that knee.
So you definitely feel better since you've lost some weight on the knee and on your joints.
You can feel, I can feel it just breathing, really, not out of breath as quick.
Okay. If you could give any advice to younger people about exercising and about aging, what would it be?
Don't take it for granted. Keep your regimen and try to work out 3 times a week. If it's nothing but an hour or 30 minutes jogging and what have you, lift weights, but do something that you enjoy doing, but do it regularly. Don't give up on it.
Okay. If you could go back and talk to your younger self about exercise, what would you say to yourself?
I tell myself, don't take it for granted. Don't take that you can jump high and that you can run fast, and don't take all that for granted. And then I tell myself, pace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, by pace yourself, you know, you can be in the club all night and then the next day still play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pace yourself. Because you're not able to do that when you get older.
Right. Now, did you feel that when you were younger that you would always be able to run and jump as fast as you could?
Never thought the aging process would hit me as it has. I thought it was like, hey, that's what I do. I can do it.
So you never thought about what it's going to be like when I'm 40 and 50 years old.
Aches and pains from when you were younger. To think like playing basketball on concrete, on the asphalt. That's not good on your body or your knees. Should be. I tell my younger self, make sure you're in the gym where you got some, a wood floor or some padding, and don't be out there trying to jump as high and dunk all the time, because eventually you're not be able to jump that high.
Right. Has your recovery time for your workouts changed, or does it take you longer to recover now, or do you recover about the same time as when you were younger?
It takes longer, especially when I was trying to I call it my max out weight on Wednesday, put a lot of weight on the bar and try to go. I pulled my back muscle and it took me months. I'm just not feeling it now, better. And I went to the doctor and he said it was a nerve I treat. Well, it takes longer.
So your recovery time takes longer. Okay. How did playing semi-pro basketball affect your views on exercise?
Well, you had to be in shape, and then you had it was more of a mental thing. You had to be prepared. I used to always say you lace them up the same, lace them up and play the best. Sometimes you have a good game, sometimes you don't. That's just like life. Some days are better than others. It teaches you a lot. It taught me a lot about taking care of my body, first of all. I couldn't put anything in it or eat anything. And now that I got older, those habits that I did when I was younger, I wasn't doing no more, and I had to cut back on my diet or some things.
Right. Do you feel that since you've been exercising that slowed down, or not reverse, but kind of slow down your aging process so you don't age as fast?
I do believe. I think you mature gracefully because you're taking care of your body and you're exercising and you're watching your diet and you're getting some sleep. So I believe all that it enhances you. Trying to live longer.
Right. Will you continue to exercise as you continue to get older?
Yes. Plan on exercise so the good Lord called me home.
Do you anticipate any further injuries or any other
I
injuries?
think now since my back is completely healed, I think if I pace myself last weight and be committed to not trying to, I'll be up there at age now, not trying to lift the building. Just get enough to tone up and get a little cut and then just stay healthy.
Okay. How have your views changed on exercise since you've gotten older?
I don't take it for granted no more.
Okay.
Like I used to just say I can get up and run, do anything, play basketball without stretching and all. And now you got to stretch. You get up in the morning and stretch, get your muscles ready for the day. And then when you're about to work out, make sure you stretch.
Okay. All right. I would like to thank Ray Hunt for giving me this interview. And in conclusion, I would like to say that men and women in the age group of Ray Hunt, they show that if you keep exercising, if you keep working out, that there are benefits to exercising and working out as you get older. It just encourages me as I get older to continue to work out and to continue to keep up with my exercises so I don't have any health problems as I get older. All right, thank you.